Have you ever wondered why sometimes people take out their anger on those who have nothing to do with the problem? Today, we're exploring the kick the cat effect, a psychological phenomenon also known as displacement aggression or displacement behaviour. This concept helps us understand why individuals might redirect their frustrations towards someone or something less powerful or entirely unrelated. The kick the cat effect occurs when someone in a position of power or authority feels frustrated or angry about a situation, but cannot express these feelings towards the source of their frustration. Instead, they vent or displace this aggression towards an easier, less threatening target. This could be a subordinate at work, a family member, or even a pet. This behaviour is not just about anger, it's about power dynamics and the human need to express emotion. When the direct outlet for their frustration is inaccessible or too intimidating, individuals often choose a safer target to release their pent-up emotions. The impact of such behaviour can be quite damaging. It not only harms the relationship between the aggressor and the victim, but also creates a toxic environment that can lead to further negative behaviours and emotional distress. To sum up, the kick the cat effect illustrates how displacement aggression works and highlights the importance of addressing our frustrations in healthy, constructive ways. Understanding this behaviour is crucial for fostering more positive interactions in our personal and professional lives. Thank you for joining us in exploring this psychological phenomenon. Remember, awareness is the first step towards change. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to lash out over small things after a bad day? Today, we're exploring the psychology behind the phrase kick the cat and what it reveals about human behaviour. Kick the cat is a metaphor that illustrates how individuals might misdirect their frustrations onto others who are not the source of their problem. This concept is crucial in understanding everyday emotional responses and interactions. The phrase originates from the scenario where someone, feeling upset or criticised after a tough day at work, comes home and takes out their frustration on a pet cat. It's important to note that the action isn't really about the cat, but is a misplaced expression of the person's distress. This behaviour is a classic example of misdirected anger, a common psychological response where individuals displace their anger from the actual source to someone or something less threatening. It's a defence mechanism that sometimes makes handling immediate emotions seem easier, but can harm relationships and personal well-being. Understanding this behaviour is vital because it helps us recognise when we or others might be redirecting frustrations inappropriately. This awareness can lead to healthier ways of managing stress and emotions, ensuring we address the real issues rather than harming innocent bystanders in our lives. To sum up, kick the cat is more than just a phrase. It's a window into how people handle stress and emotions poorly by directing them towards safe, unrelated targets. Recognizing and addressing this behaviour can lead to more constructive emotional expression and better mental health. Thank you for watching. Remember, next time you're having a bad day, think twice about where you're directing your emotions. It might just save your relationships and keep you on a path to better emotional health. Ever wondered why certain situations leave you feeling frustrated or stressed? Let's explore the common triggers of frustration and their impact on our daily lives. Frustration occurs when our expectations don't match reality, whether it's at work, in relationships, or during everyday tasks. It's a natural emotional response that everyone experiences. One major trigger of frustration is a difficult work situation. This could be due to unrealistic deadlines, unclear instructions, or even conflicts with colleagues. Each of these factors can make you feel like you're not in control, leading to feelings of anger and stress. Personal problems are another significant source of frustration. Issues like financial worries, health concerns, or family disputes can deeply affect your emotional state. These personal challenges often feel overwhelming because they affect the core aspects of your life. It's important to recognize these triggers and understand how they affect us. By identifying what sets off our frustration, we can start to develop strategies to cope more effectively. This might include setting clearer boundaries, improving communication, or seeking support from others. Frustration is a common emotional response triggered by situations where our expectations don't align with reality. From challenging work conditions to personal issues, understanding these triggers can help us manage our reactions better. Remember, recognizing the source of your frustration is the first step towards handling it more effectively. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more insights into managing everyday emotions and improving your mental well-being. Have you ever found yourself struggling to express your emotions, especially when you're frustrated? Today, we're exploring why it's sometimes hard to communicate our feelings and how this can affect our mental health. Many people experience difficulty in expressing their emotions. This isn't just about feeling shy or reserved, it's often rooted in deeper psychological factors. Let's explore some of these reasons and understand what we can do about it. Firstly, fear of consequences plays a significant role. Many fear that expressing their true feelings might lead to conflict or hurt someone's feelings. This fear can prevent open communication and lead to bottled up emotions. Another key factor is the lack of emotional regulation skills. Not everyone has been taught how to manage and express their emotions effectively. Without these skills, it's challenging to articulate feelings in a way that's constructive rather than destructive. Other psychological factors also come into play. For instance, past experiences, trauma or mental health issues like anxiety or depression can severely impact one's ability to express emotions. Understanding these influences is crucial in addressing the root causes of emotional suppression. Recognizing why we struggle with expressing our emotions is the first step towards change. By acknowledging these issues, seeking help and developing better emotional skills, we can improve our ability to communicate and enhance our overall mental well-being. To sum up, the inability to express emotions can stem from fear of consequences, lack of skills in emotional regulation, and other underlying psychological factors. Understanding and addressing these can lead to healthier ways of expressing ourselves and better mental health. Thank you for watching, and remember, it's okay to seek help if you're struggling with expressing your emotions. Take care of your mental health. Have you ever found yourself snapping at someone for no apparent reason, only to realize later that your frustration stemmed from something entirely different? Today, we're exploring the psychological concept of displacement, a defense mechanism where individuals redirect emotions from the real source of distress to a safer target. Displacement occurs when people feel uncomfortable or threatened by their genuine emotions or situations. Instead of addressing the real issue, which might be intimidating or risky, they transfer their feelings to a person or object that poses less of a threat. This can manifest as yelling at a child after a stressful day at work, or slamming doors when upset about something else entirely. This mechanism serves as a psychological buffer, allowing individuals to express their emotions without direct confrontation with the source of their stress. However, it's important to recognize that displacement can lead to strained relationships and unresolved feelings. For example, if someone consistently redirects their work-related anger towards their family, it might create unnecessary tension at home. Understanding displacement can help us manage our reactions better. By recognizing when we're displacing our feelings, we can take steps to address our emotions more constructively. This might involve direct communication about our frustrations, or using stress relief techniques such as exercise or meditation to handle the emotions at their source. To sum up, displacement is a defense mechanism where emotions are redirected from their original source to a less threatening target. Recognizing and addressing this behavior can lead to healthier ways of handling stress and improve our interpersonal relationships. Remember, the goal is to deal with emotions where they originate, not where it's easiest to let them out. Thank you for watching, and I hope this insight helps you manage your emotions more effectively. Have you ever wondered why sometimes people take out their frustration on those who had nothing to do with the cause of their stress? Today, we're exploring the concept of displacement aggression and why the choice of target is often more about convenience than culpability. Displacement aggression occurs when someone redirects their anger and frustration from the source of their distress to a more convenient, often less threatening target. This phenomenon can be seen in various situations, from workplace dynamics to personal relationships. The term "kick the cat" is a classic example of this behaviour. Here, the cat represents a vulnerable and accessible target, not the cause of the initial frustration. The choice of such a target is typically arbitrary, heavily influenced by proximity and vulnerability. For instance, in a stressful work environment, an employee might not express their frustration towards a superior, who might be the source of stress due to fear of repercussions. Instead, they might display irritability towards colleagues or subordinates. This behaviour is not just limited to human interactions, but can also extend to how people treat pets or other animals when upset. Understanding this can help us recognise these patterns in ourselves and others, promoting healthier ways to manage stress and conflict. Displacement aggression often leads individuals to target those who are simply nearby and less threatening, rather than the actual source of their frustration. Recognising this can be the first step towards addressing and redirecting our responses to stress more constructively. Let's strive to be more aware of our actions and their impacts on others. Thank you for watching, and remember to manage stress in healthy ways to build better relationships at work and at home. Have you ever found yourself snapping at someone even though they weren't the cause of your frustration? Today we're exploring the concept of displacement aggression and its psychological impact on both the individual and those around them. Displacement aggression occurs when someone redirects their frustrations or negative emotions towards an individual or object that isn't the actual source of their distress. This can happen in everyday situations, from the workplace to our homes. Imagine you had a stressful day at work, but instead of addressing the issues at your job, you come home and lash out at your family. This is a classic example of displacement aggression. For the individual, this type of behaviour can lead to a cycle of guilt and regret. Continuously misplacing anger might also mean that the real issues go unresolved, potentially leading to further frustration and stress. On the flip side, the target of this misplaced aggression can experience significant emotional or even physical harm. This can lead to a breakdown in trust and communication, fostering an environment of fear and resentment. Displacement aggression not only harms the targets, but also prevents individuals from dealing with the actual problems causing their distress. Understanding and recognizing this behavior is the first step towards managing our emotions more effectively and fostering healthier relationships. Thank you for watching. Remember, taking a moment to reflect on why we feel frustrated can help us respond more appropriately and maintain our important relationships. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to react aggressively in situations that don't seem to warrant it? Today we're exploring the concept of displacement aggression and how it can create a cycle of negative behaviour if not properly addressed. Displacement aggression occurs when someone redirects their frustrations or negative emotions towards something or someone less threatening than the actual source of their feelings. This often happens without conscious awareness and can lead to a cycle of behaviour that's hard to break. Let's break it down. Imagine you had a stressful day at work, but instead of addressing the issues with your boss, you go home and snap at your family. This is a classic example of displacement aggression. You're displacing your anger from its original source to a safer target. When displacement aggression becomes a habitual response, it can perpetuate a cycle of negative behaviour. This cycle can affect personal relationships, work environment, and overall mental health. Without recognising and addressing the root cause of the aggression, this pattern will likely continue. To break the cycle, it's crucial to identify the root cause of the frustration. This might involve self-reflection, seeking feedback from others, or even professional help. Learning healthier coping mechanisms, such as communication and stress management techniques, is also essential. Understanding and addressing displacement aggression is key to breaking the cycle of negative behaviour. By identifying the real sources of our frustrations and learning to cope in healthier ways, we can improve our interactions and overall well-being. Thank you for watching. Remember, recognising our patterns is the first step towards change. See you in the next video, where we'll explore more about effective communication strategies to help manage our emotions better. Have you ever found yourself snapping at someone without a clear reason, only to realise later that your frustration stemmed from an entirely different situation? Today we're exploring the kick the cat effect, a common psychological phenomenon where individuals misdirect their emotions. Let's understand what displacement aggression is. This occurs when emotions are redirected from the original source of frustration towards a less threatening target. It's like feeling angry at your boss, but instead of confronting them, you go home and are short-tempered with your family. Just recognizing when you're displacing your emotions can significantly improve your emotional awareness and empathy. It helps in identifying the real roots of your feelings and managing them appropriately. Imagine you had a tough day at work. Instead of acknowledging your stress, you find minor faults in your partner's actions at home. This not only strains your relationship, but also prevents you from addressing the actual cause of your stress. How can we manage this? Start by taking a moment to reflect on your feelings before reacting. Ask yourself, am I really upset about this, or is something else bothering me? This simple question can prevent unnecessary conflicts and promote healthier relationships. To sum up, the kick the cat effect is a displacement of aggression that can harm our relationships and well-being. By becoming more aware of this, we can address our true feelings more constructively and foster better emotional and empathetic connections with those around us. Remember, understanding and managing our emotions isn't just about self-awareness. It's about creating a more empathetic and understanding world. Thanks for watching, and take a moment today to reflect on what's really driving your emotions.